you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm dead. Most things, baby, I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you change.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Taylor XO, or welcome to Taylor XO if you're a new subscriber. So y'all, let's get into this video. We're gonna get into this clip because as you guys know, Jazzy has been posting these videos for Vlogmas, and basically, you know, she's been hinting around that she is trying for a baby and she is on this trying to conceive journey, as she said in her title. And I guess that just confirms that she isn't pregnant, which, you know, a lot of people were speculating it for a while, but I myself, you know, put two and two together, and just the amount of drinking that she was doing, it didn't really sound right for her to be pregnant while drinking that much. I mean, I would think at that point it's just super excessive, and, you know, she could do serious damage to the baby, just like, you know, she probably did some damage to Legend by her drinking early in her pregnancy when she did, because she had this weird theory that if you drink earlier on in your pregnancy that it doesn't hurt the baby, which, you know, that's not true. So let's get into this clip, you guys, and then we will talk about it.
Kids to McDonald's, and I hope you guys really enjoyed today's Vlogmas vlog. Like I said, I'm posting a video every freaking day for you guys, okay? And I'm trying to get my body together because y'all know y'all know. Okay, you gotta get it together, okay? I want to be in shape as far as when things go into place. I'm just not really talking about it. I'm just letting y'all know. I want to be in shape. So with that said, I love y'all. I love y'all.
So as you guys basically heard in that clip, she basically was saying that she is preparing her body now for becoming pregnant and carrying baby number 6. And she's been doing these titles like "He's Trying to Put Another Baby in Me Now," TTC Journey, and then buying a ovulation kit and going off birth control. Things are not like it used to be. And in this video, which this is the video that she posted today, we didn't even hear anything about her coming off birth control or buying any ovulation kits. But we already do know that this girl is not on birth control. We know that Jazzy has claimed through the years always that she's been on birth control, and she just always happens to get pregnant while she's on birth control. But we do know that she does not use birth control. And sis, you know, I would think that if you are able to get so quickly pregnant while using birth control, that you will be also making these men wear some protection too if you are that fertile to get pregnant through birth control. So, you know, it's not a surprise to people that she is basically claiming that you know, she is claiming to be pregnant. And she also even mentioned that there is supposed to be a wedding happening, which I don't think I included that clip in there also, but she said that there is a wedding and a baby supposed to be coming. And honestly, you know, it seems like she is in this fake imaginary place in her head of this, you know, baby and this marriage happening with Chris and running off into the sunset and having this, you know, very successful, happy ever after with this man. And honestly, sis, you do know that this man has two baby mothers, and we do know that he has proceeded to leave both of them. And, you know, basically he did leave them when the kids were fairly young. So, you know, I really wouldn't put it past him, you know, if he did decide to up and leave. And I honestly would not believe that this man is trying to get married. And, you know, where's the proposal first? I don't understand how he's trying to get married to you and put a baby in you, but we have seen no proposal. We do remember when, you know, the tea was spilled that she had got those 2 rings from a sponsor, and basically, you know, she didn't get paid for the sponsorship. She just wanted the 2 rings sent to her, which was one for her and one for Chris. So we know, sis, that clearly, you know, that's not where his headspace is. And you can clearly tell because he doesn't ever come on and say these things with you. It just seems like, you know, when he's away from you and you're away from him, that's when you decide to speak on this whole baby thing. And he also has proceeded to tell you time and time again that that's not what he wanted. And he did want maybe a baby down the road, but he didn't want it right now. So, you know, where she gets in her head that, you know, I guess they're trying now to have a baby and she is trying to lose this weight and, you know, all this and that. I guess, you know, Chris may be over there feeding her some type of, you know, thoughts of that they are going to have a baby. You know, we all think that Chris is over there ignoring her, and, you know, he plays her on these lives, but who knows, you know, what goes on when the cameras do turn off. Now, I don't think that he's totally different with her, as in trying to be, you know, all extra nice to her and things like that. But I do think that in some ways he does feed her some things that she comes on here and she does tell. Maybe it's just to maybe get some money out of her at the moment, or, you know, he truly does mean these things. But I just don't think that she's just coming up with these things out of nowhere. And honestly, yes, it may be for content, but, you know, I think if, you know, it's just, she's been speaking on this whole baby situation for a very long while now. I honestly can't believe that she's not pregnant yet. A lot of people say, you know, they don't have intimacy enough for her to be pregnant by now, which, you know, we all have heard Chris in the past say that they are not a very intimate couple, to where, you know, they're, because they're still fairly new in their relationship too. I think that for them to already be going through some intimacy issues and not doing it as much as Chris claims, I think that's very strange, like I said, especially for a new couple. But, you know, a lot of people will also say to this that, you know, it's crazy that this girl is deciding to try for yet another baby when she is going through the struggles that she's going now. You know, like the kids, some of the kids being delayed having educational, you know, special educational needs that they need, and some of the kids, you know, not able to read, not able to talk. Legend with his issues that she's going through, that she clearly has not really came to the internet to really talk about. But, you know, I would just think that at this point in time with all these kids, and clearly she is irritated with it all, and it just seems like, you know, the fathers do the bare minimum. I mean, Philip does help take him every other weekend, but I just feel like, you know, or not every weekend, or every weekend or every other weekend. And I just feel like at this point, you know, he is kind of, you know, he spent, you know, 4 or 5 years of these kids' life in prison. I do think that in a way he should, you know, be spending that time with the kids. But overall and all around, you know, she doesn't have these Superman baby daddies that are helping her with every single thing and making sure that her bills are half paid if she needs it, and, you know, just throwing money at her. She doesn't have that. So for her to be planning this baby number 6 is just so wild to me. And I don't, like I said, I don't know if this is for a content baby. You guys do know that, you know, YouTube is a big thing for babies. You know, people make a lot of money off pregnancy, but this girl does not get views that, you know, wild and different for her to be wanting to get pregnant and have yet another baby. And especially when she already has a 1-year-old on her hands now that, you know, is going to need some extra help. And she's also going through things with all her other children, or 4 other children. So, you know, I think it's very crazy. I think at this point, you know, these girls are obsessed with having babies after babies after babies. And I also think that the mothers don't do any better of a job, you know, enabling these girls to where, you know, they think they have these babies. They have their mothers to fall on to help sign places for them and get them cars and take care of these kids when they, you know, at the drop of a hat. It really does not help. And, you know, I honestly don't know why anybody would think that they wouldn't want any more babies when, you know, they have, you know, the help that they get, the government help, their mom's help, all this help. Just, you know, I think it's more so for attention, and it's just very sick to be having kids for attention, because when this YouTube stuff all boils down and the channels are gone and the clout is gone, these girls are not going to want to deal with these kids, and it's just going to be, you know, I mean, they already don't want to now, but it's going to be even more of an issue for them. I honestly think that Jazz will pop up pregnant, you know, by the end of this year. The year is already basically ended, but I do think that she will pop up pregnant soon, or let's just say by the middle of next year. And honestly, I think she will, you know, keep maintaining at least a little more views, because I think a lot of people want to stay tuned for the shit show that will go down once she does end up pregnant again. Because, you know, time and time again, this girl has had to get a rude awakening, and it's been, you know, posted all over YouTube, and she wonders why she gets the slack that she does. Not only about these kids, but just, you know, for these men that she picks, you know, just deciding to have child after child after child. And I just think that if she is trying to do this journey of trying to conceive, I know that I do myself watch a lot of the TTC journey YouTube videos. I do, like to be in that sector and, look at people's journeys with having babies. And a lot of the times I do see the husband supporting and being in the videos when they're taking their ovulation tests or they're speaking on having this new baby. And I just don't see the support there for her. And sis, if he can't even be there when the baby's not here or you're not pregnant at all, just to even talk about it, what does she expect when she actually becomes pregnant? And honestly, we all saw how her pregnancy played out the last time on YouTube. She was alone through the whole journey, even the day that she gave birth, she was alone. So I really question why she would want to, ruin another pregnancy and have a pregnancy with this man who clearly isn't interested in, just doing it probably for parts of the tax check and another, more money to come in for him. And, we know that this girl is truly just out of her mind. And she just thinks about, her content, her YouTube channel, what'll make her more dollars, to spend on herself and on her man, not to spend for herself. And, I truly hope that she does get pregnant. A lot of people have been saying that they hope she gets pregnant with triplets. And I know that, in the same breath, her kids will suffer behind saying that. But I honestly think that she needs a rude awakening. I think that even this YouTube stuff, people exposing her, the reactors talking, it still hasn't opened her eyes to the reality of her life and, the way she has chose to present herself to this whole, world of YouTube. And, I think if she does have another boy, because we do know that she so desperately wants a girl to replace Chris's little girl that he already has. But it'll all be a rude awakening for her in the end. And, God has weird ways of giving people karma. And, I don't think, that she deserves karma for deciding to have another child. But I do think, the way that she's treated these kids that she has now and, all around the stuff that we've seen play out on YouTube, I just think that, nothing good will come out of this situation. And, these girls don't have anything else going on. No other side hustles, no other, just nothing else going on in life. All they have and all they want is to make more babies that they just clearly don't want to take care of and provide for. But then that's what they do. They will stop at no cost to make sure they get, these babies out of these men who just clearly don't want to take care of them. Just like we see live over there with Zolo's baby, AJ, and how, we see no help from, Zolo at all. So, it's just the game, and these girls love playing it, and they love, displaying it on YouTube to get a coin out of it. As much as they say that they hate it, and they hate the hate, and they, are just so hated, and they want to stop YouTube, they love it, y'all. They love it, and they will keep this shit show going on until they can't anymore. But comment down below what you guys think. I love you guys' thoughts and opinions. Thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for another one.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be